All right, welcome back to another RIT Esports USU stream. We've got RIT A versus George Mason University A, both two very excellent teams in this tournament, and we're gonna have a fun match in store. We got Pez Painted Koala, Arco, and Luke versus Matash, T Bracket, Everett, and Emarn. So some familiar faces from both sides and some new ones as well. And I'm joined by
Hello, I'm Dom. This is my first time, but I'm excited to see because I have not seen this map pool yet, and I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, and speaking of map pools, we're gonna get into the warm up. Actually, fantastic song, one of my favorites.
Fantastic.
I walk around on that Bloxburg. I believe this is RIT's warm up, and we'll see what this map has in store for us.
I gotta put this on my playlist.
Oh, the sliders are just going.
Yeah, this is this is kind of expected for a song like this.
Yeah,
Just kind of super fast.
Pez is hitting these sliders though.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see the Bloxburg FC? Right, wow.
Yeah, the way he's playing, he looks like he's from Bloxburg.
Pez still holding strong. Oh, never mind. Aw. No FC from Pez. That's alright. He's already 1v2ing the other side. Yeah. Alright. Luke cursor dancing. RIT seeming to enjoy their warm up.
And with that warm up, you can see a little snippet of what's to expect.
Yeah, so that's going to be their warm-up. Now we're going to get into the picks and bans from both sides here. So RIT A, obviously a very strong team. You've got the Hard Rock players in Pez and Arco, and their certified hidden player from Painted Koala with an O, being Vempress. And on the other side, you have their kind of star player, T Bracket. USA OWC player from 2018 and 2019 has also played in a lot of other notable tournaments like Versace as well.
Hey guys, it's been so long since we made a Roblox parody, so let's go. Let's go.
All right, George Mason gonna choose second ban here.
And then RIT also going with the second pick. So we'll see this first ban from RIT. And what do we think? What are we thinking they're gonna?
I'm not too sure. T Bracket is still a very good speed player, but you do have the mechanics core of Arco and Pez. They're gonna ban the DT1. That is a fair ban. Yeah, that's more of the kind of consistency burst map. So I could see them banning that out just to get a little bit of the RNG picks out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering what George Mason will ban against them. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the Hard Rock picks, given that they have Pez and Arco, as we mentioned. Yep.
As expected. Yeah.
And after we say that, we're going to see the HR2 ban. So that is the the flow, aim, ulti, precision map. Definitely a good ban against that team who is pretty confident on precision.
Yep, and now we're going to see George Mason with the first pick of the pool, and as that happens, we get this match started.
I do enjoy the Roblox song playing all throughout the beginning of this map. They're going to pick Hidden 2.
Ooh.
It's going to be their first pick here. So that is the low AR reading map. Pretty standard for a Hidden 2 this time around. It's mostly just aim. So it's going to be a reading check for the players to see if they're comfortable on AR rate hidden, and then how consistent their aim is feeling. Yeah, I'm actually not too familiar with the George Mason reading roster. For RIT A, I'm expecting, obviously, Vempress to come in for that, as well as probably, I would imagine Pez as well would be the second there.
Okay, yeah.
Hey guys, it's been so long since we made a Roblox parody, so let's go. Let's go.
Okay, no more Bloxburg, but
No more Bloxburg, unfortunately.
we're gonna get started here in a few minutes, and it looks like it is gonna be Pez going in for this, and probably expecting that first. Also looks like for George Mason it'll be Matash, and not sure who else will be on their side, but some good things.
Yeah, and there are a lot of squares in this map, so if you are not comfortable with squares, you'll have a bad time.
Dang it.
It seems like the rosters are locked in. It's going to be Everett, Matash from George Mason versus Pez and Venpris on the side of RIT.
Yep, looks like they're going to start in a couple seconds here. And with that, match has started. Like a nice calming song.
Yeah, it's a very nice song, yeah. Hidden 2 being the first pick from George Mason, you got to expect that they're going to have some confident scores on this one. Usually, teams that first pick Gimmick are going to do exceptionally well. So we'll see how they fare. Everett with the early break. This isn't going to matter too much. This map is 3.5 minutes long. It's going to give the early lead to RIT.
And then another break from Pez and Matash. Still early, though.
Another break from Everett. So it's going to be Vempress early on with the only significant combo. And if Matash keeps breaking, that's just going to push the lead further in RIT's favor. But there's still plenty of time for Vempress to break and give George Mason a shot at reclaiming that lead. But not if they both keep breaking.
Oh, and then this Vempress will break, but Pez does have a combo right now.
Yeah, now it's Pez leading the combo in the lobby. Already 83,000 score lead. So RIT is still in a pretty comfortable position.
And it's going to take some serious focus on George Mason's side if they want to take a comeback on this. But as we can see, not sure about that.
Yeah, it seems like George Mason isn't too comfortable with the aim here. Matash finding another break. Everett does have a decent supporting combo, but it's not going to match, as I say that he breaks, definitely not going to match Pez and Vempress together now. And RIT is going to continue to run away with this one. Map's already half over. Yeah, with another break from Atash, they're going to see each other's scores, both teams, and it is a 250k lead and climbing as we get to the second half of the map. It's looking pretty dire. We're going to need to see an absolute collapse from RIT if George Mason wants a chance at getting this point back. A break from Pez on that burst, but Vempress still with the very good combo.
Yeah, Vempress looking pretty comfortable reading this, so.
Yeah, and the lead is still 300k, so I think that is probably going to do it for RIT A for their first point. They've pushed the lead in their favor enough to ride out the rest of this map. Everett and Matash do have decent combos, but it's just not going to be enough with the consistent breaks they were having in the first half of this map.
A little too late at the very end, but
yeah, Everett breaking soon followed by Vempress, but it's not going to matter. That's only going to benefit RIT. And they will take the first points of this match. It's going to be a break point.
crazy early break point in the first pick of the pool. So wonder what RIT is going to be using to their advantage for their pick then.
Yeah, definitely a great spot to be in if you're RIT. Winning the first point of the match always helps with momentum, especially that being the first break point. So they have that momentum going into their first pick now. Yeah, they saw George Mason ban an HR, so I wouldn't be surprised if they went HR1 here. They also have some other options. They might try to. Oh, they go hidden one
Hidden
actually.
one.
Okay.
Probably capitalizing on this mod just to make sure their hidden reading is superior over to George Mason. At least that's probably what they're thinking.
Piano X Forte, that's going to be the finger control map here on hidden. So, like you said, they probably just want to run down the hiddens since they seem like they're a little more confident on that than George Mason. We're going to see Matosh swap out for T-Bracket here. That's the player I'm expecting to see for the majority of the rest of the match for George Mason, kind of their standout player. All right, good luck, have fun coming out in the chat. We're going to get started with this map momentarily. This is RIT's pick, and we'll see how it fares.
Yeah, with this map being a low BPM, sort of like finger control, rhythm changing, it is a decently tough map to follow and sometimes even read, especially with hidden. But all players on the board here looking pretty comfortable on it right now.
Yeah, all combos still on the side of both teams. Everett finding a act drop, so that's going to help RIT keep a slight lead right now. But as we get to a quarter of the map finished already, the next break is going to be very significant. And that's going to come from Venpress, actually. So immediately going to swing the lead into George Mason's favor here. And as we get into this first Ki, oh, T-Bracket also going to find a break. So it's just going to be Everett and Pez holding the full combos. But that was a decent amount of time where they had two really good combos. So it's going to keep their lead for a tiny bit more. Oh, and as I say that, T-Bracket with another break. Venpress recovering another break. But it is enough to at least give RIT the lead again. So it's now the 1v1. Oh, it seems that was a Bancho.
Okay.
Yeah. Still 430 combo and climbing for Venpress, so definitely going to be RIT's lead right now. Yeah. Pez and Everett still holding full combos here. Oh my gosh, the shake from Everett is kind of insane.
My God.
Is he going to be able to hold on? The supporting combo, a lot better on the side of RIT. Both FCs are going to break. So it's just those supporting combos now. Oh my gosh, the shake from Everett. With a full reset into the last portion of this map. That's probably going to do it for RIT to take a second point here. I think it would have swung back if T-Bracket held, but which is no combos on the board, and RIT are already in the lead. That's going to do it. Everett and Venpress finding combos again at the end, but that will do it, and RIT will take that point. They're up 2-0 against George Mason here.
Everett is taking a little bit of a breather right now.
Yeah.
After that.
Good score from him, 620K.
Definitely.
Nothing to scoff at on this map.
And we see George Mason is now going to pick DT3.
Yep, DT3. Not what you would expect from a DT3. This map is CS5 and Air 9. So this is a precision aim map that just happens to be in the DT pool.
Interesting,
So,
okay.
Yeah. Definitely one of the more oddball picks. But we'll see. We'll see if it works out for them. Also, a very long map. It's 4 minutes and 31 seconds without without DT.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it seems like George Mason here is kind of banking on their side having a little more consistent aim on this pick. And we're actually going to get Luke to come in here. It's going to be his first map of the match.
Yeah, you say this is a precision map. Is it just like standard aim, like DT aim, or is it a bit more finger control-y?
I wouldn't say it's generic, but it's mostly just like CS5 aim consistency at this BPM. There are some patterns that can kind of catch you off guard if you're not familiar with these types of maps.
Gotcha.
But yeah, mostly just the kind of CS5 precision check. And we're going to have Luke and Venpress on the side of RIT. T-Bracket staying in, and Mitosh coming in for George Mason. And we're going to see if George Mason can get their first point, a crucial point, if they want to start to mount a comeback.
be an early break from Luke, but like I said, this is a decently long map, so won't matter too much.
Yeah, this map is 3 minutes exact with DT, so definitely plenty of time for that early miss to be effectively canceled out. There's an early lead for George Mason, mostly that early break from Luke and a little bit of ACK. Get into the first key eye here, you see a bit of the kind of old style wide angle jumps as well as the longer sliders. Is going to catch Matash off guard and Vempress trading it. So it's going to be Luke with not quite the FC against T-Bracket coming out of that key eye. Oh, and Luke breaks, so that is just going to be T-Bracket with the combo. Map's just under halfway over. They're going to need a break from him pretty soon, or George Mason will start to run away with this one.
But then there goes the Empress again with another break, it seems.
Yeah, another break from Vempress. Not what you want to see if you're rooting for RIT here. Now Matash is supporting T-Bracket score. Another break from Vempress. That's going to make it even harder for RIT to fight back here. They're going to need T-Bracket to break, like, immediately. Score lead is 250k and climbing. And as we get to another free combo section, it's looking less possible here for RIT. Yeah, both players from RIT having recovered to a combo now, but with T-Bracket still holding the FC, it's just not doable. George Mason will just run away with this pick. Will we see the FC? It seems like we will. And a good supporting score from Matash as well. Backing the FC from T-Bracket. Very impressive score.
With an act that is nothing to scoff at. Like, that's a really good accuracy.
Yeah, pretty good score. Actually enough to 1v2 RIT. So they're going to get their first point.
What do we think RIT's got to come back with? I'm sort of expecting a Hard Rock pick.
Yeah. Well, they're done with the hiddens now, so I could see them going free mod.
That as well, yeah.
Yep, and as I say that, there's the free mod too. Yeah, this map is a little funky. It's a Sunny Sea map, so it's like it's a bit of slider aim control, some gimmicky repeat patterns. There's a different easy multiplier. It is 2x for this map. Don't know if we're gonna see anybody go easy.
That's specifically for this map?
Yeah. So every free mod in OCL has a unique easy multiplier. So we're gonna see Pez here, definitely on the Hard Rock, and Vempress coming in, most likely on the hidden. And we have T-Bracket, which I'm guessing is gonna be Hard Rock, and then Everett on the hidden, most likely. So that could change. See Vempress in the chat asking about the easy mod. Are we gonna see an easy from Vempress here? Maybe.
Maybe.
GLHF in the chat. Empress is, in fact, going to go easy here. It's going to be the easy and the hard rock versus Everett on the hidden and T-Bracket on the hard rock. Early break from Pez. Meanwhile, both players on George Mason still holding combo. Memphis as well is going to find the break. That is going to be a little painful on easy, but it's not doomed just yet. With both FCs still on the side of George Mason, though, that is going to be a 60k lead and climbing. So we're going to need to see some breaks here from George Mason if RIT wants a shot. Pez seems to have recovered nicely, so it's definitely still possible if we see a break. There's a bit of the slider control parse. Not catching the hard rocks off guard, it seems. Also, Empress doing very well on the easy here to read through this. This is not an easy map to read with easy, and that's going to be a break from T-Bracket. That is what RIT needed.
Will they catch up? Will they come back?
Yeah. It is a pretty big lead for George Mason, but definitely doable here as long as both players from RIT still hold. Yeah, but with Everett still holding the FC, we're going to need to see him break pretty soon.
See, Everett is very shaky on his side.
And a break from Pez. That is not going to be great for RIT. That brought that lead from 150k to over 200k. It's quickly climbing now. And that's just going to be that much harder to come back from.
We're going to need Empress to hold his large combo that he has, because he may have a large one, but Everett is still FCing with it.
Yeah, something to keep in mind here is the easy modifier being 2 times. So really, Vempress's score is just under 400k. So they're losing by about 100k right now. Yeah, but Everett with the 1200 combo. And we're going to see these shakes again. Is he going to be able to manage to hold? Everett as well with the 1.2k combo on easy. Super impressive stuff. Everett's going to break.
And so
is Vempress. Yeah, that's going to do it. That was their big combo. Yep. And on the hard rocks, T-Bracket exceeding Pez's combo right now. It's going to keep the lead in favor of George Mason. So that is going to be their point here.
Just looking at Vempress's screen right now, it looks insanely hard to read.
I mean, very good scores all around. Getting 600k on this map with easy, definitely really, really impressive. 550k for hard rock with Pez, 600k for T-Bracket, and it's just really the really good performance on Hayden from Everett that really got them this point. Yeah, relatively close throughout that. Only 200k point difference at the end. So it's going to be a tied match so far.
Yep, with another break point going towards George Mason. George Mason's got to find something that's got to give him that upper hand. Wonder what that's going to be.
Yeah, I mean they're out of lower AR maps. So Hidden 2s are at Hidden 2 and DT3 were already chosen. So it'll be interesting to see what they go with here. No mod 3. Okay. So that is a slightly more unconventional Nomad 3. It's going to be Promise and a kind of Lucian alt jump map, but it is TV size, so it's very short. So any breaks are going to be pretty significant, especially since the beginning half of the map is pretty free combo.
RIT, we're going to see Pez and Luque, and possibly George Mason keeping the same players from last pick, T, Bracket, and Everett.
Yep, this seems to be our rosters here. Luque coming in for his second map here. See how he does. GLHF's coming on the chat. So we're going to get started with this one. And whoever wins this one's going to have the lead coming out of the tie and some momentum going into the second half of this match. But yeah, like we said earlier, this map is only 2 minutes long, so any misses are going to matter. Going to be having a bit of a Bancho issue with Pez not loading in, but that'll be fixed shortly. Alright, seems that Bancho is caught up now, so it's going to be a very slight lead in favor of RIT as we get through this intro. Well, actually, it's going to swing back immediately for George Mason. They're just kind of trading with the accuracy changes. And as you see, we just got through the intro. The map is almost halfway over, so any breaks are going to be catastrophic for that team. Alright, here's the first hard jump section. Everett's going to break right before. That's going to be really bad for George Mason here. Both players from RIT holding through that.
As long as they hold, they will.
If they hit this next jump section, I think it's over. T-bracket break and full reset from George Mason. That is going to be the point already. Pez breaking soon after, but Luque is still holding strong with the FC. Is he going to do it? Oh, at the very end, he doesn't get it, but really nice score from Luque. Great team score from RIT, and that is going to be a pretty confident win.
Very good scores.
On Nomad 3.
Yeah.
All right, RIT now up 3-2. The ball is in their court. You're looking to bring this to match point here.
Hard Rock 1, there we see it.
Yep, Hard Rock 1 there. An expected pick from RIT. Very good Hard Rock lineup. We had another slider aim / light tech map. So I'm expecting the Pez and Arco roster for this one. Probably T-bracket and maybe Matosh? would stick with Everett as well.
And yep, now here we see Pez and Arco. Arco's first map of the day. Looks like it's gonna stay T-Bracket and Everett on their side, so
All right, we're gonna get into this map here. It's gonna be the early ACK lead for RIT. Arco and Pez being a little more comfortable on this. Everyone comboing through those sliders. Everett immediately going to break after I say that. So that's going to help RIT out here. This is still a pretty free combo section when you compare it to what comes next. So it's going to help RIT mount a pretty decent lead going into the first KI. Everett breaking at the end on another slider, so that's just going to help RIT even further. T-Bracket still holding the FC, but it's not going to be enough when there are two FCs in your way.
yeah, we're both. Oh, with Pez breaking right now.
It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Arco now the only significant combo. Going to help RIT keep that lead, almost 200k now.
If Arco can hit this PI section really nicely.
Yep, Arco looking as comfortable as ever. And that is pretty much going to be the point already. Everett finding another break, T-Bracket breaking earlier on. There's just no combos to fight back against Arco here. He is going to find a break, but Pez is just about matching T-Bracket here. So, and with this much of a lead, it's not going to matter coming into the ending.
Yeah, and this is what you can kind of expect from RITA. With a pick like this, but both players do seem pretty comfortable. Even with a couple misses, they do seem very comfortable with these Hard Rock picks.
Yep, definitely just a really good pick from RIT. Really nice team score there. Arco actually almost 1v doing that. Double S rank as well. Very nice stuff.
Now we're at 4-2 with RIT and George Mason. So RIT needs one more point and they can take it home. So let's see what George Mason will pick. They pick No Mod 5.
No Mod 5. Interesting pick from George Mason. That is going to be the final reading map that's on the pool. So Airy typically uses a hidden 2 in later rounds of tournaments. But here is a no mod reading pick. So we're likely going to see our reading rosters from earlier. So most likely going to be Evempress, Pez on the side of RIT, and then I believe it was Matosh Everett on the side of George Mason.
Yeah. So we do see T bracket coming in though.
T bracket coming in, okay. Can play everything. Very, very good toolbox of a player to have.
So on RIT side, we see Vempress and Arco joining in for this one.
Okay, yeah, Pez rolling 2 in the chat. Might have been rolling for one of 2 players to come in to support Vempress here. All right, and we are going to get started with potentially the final map of the match.
Yep, this could be match point, or it could go 4-3, and George Mason could have a chance at coming back, but let's see. So Bancho still needing to catch up a little bit, but as you can see with this map does have a lot of overlapping patterns, so as long as these players don't get tripped up on anything.
Yeah, all, at least the 3 players you can see, looking pretty confident right now. No early breaks. Right,
There we
Bancho
go.
finally seeming to catch up here. Let's see how the score is looking. And T-Bracket seeming to have a break there, so it's going to be in RIT's favor. This,
Also
this slider's
breaking.
catching T-Bracket and Vempress off guard, so it's just going to be Arco versus Matosh here with a 130k score lead to help Arco out. And a break from Matosh, that's going to put RIT in the driver's seat here, looking to close out this match.
As long as Arco holds on here, there's not a lot of time left to come back from. They're gonna need a break from him, like, right now, honestly.
Yep, and here is the slight break. They can see each other's scores. They know what the status of the match is. It's looking pretty dire for George Mason here. And Arco just does not want to break. Memphis having a decent recovery here, matching either player on the side of George Mason. So that is going to be it for this map. Arco's going to find a break, but it's not going to matter. Just under 300k score lead is unfortunately going to be too big for George Mason to handle. As we get to the ending here, that is going to be RIT taking this match against George Mason University A 5-2.
Yeah. Wonderful performance from both sides, honestly.
Yeah, very good fight that George Mason put up, but unfortunately, the S rank and the really nice score from Arco, the double 600k, just too much, and that is going to be it. So RIT will continue to move on through winners, and George Mason, well, we'll see what they can do in the losers bracket.
Awesome.
Congrats
Well, congratulations
to RIT, and we will see them next week in their next winners bracket match.